1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It is not working. It has locked. Excellent. Oh, it's following me now. Maybe it'll keep following me. No, it's done a presenter lock. Over there. Camera controls. Presenter enhance. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. No, it's decided now you're the presenter. Excellent. Okay. Take it off. 360 panel. Let's see if we can get it over here. Why isn't it moving over here? All the noise is over here. All the movement's over here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
If it's frozen on that back quadrant, maybe just rotate the whole thing around if it's frozen on you. Turn it off and remove it.
Trying to. Okay. I see. All right. There we go. Here we are. Got it. Okay.
I did.
Did it.
What did you have to do?
I had to move this little thing to the side where it was counterintuitive. So, okay, got it.
I started with this.
Yes,
Okay, what I did was
I highlighted the,
I actually, in the end, my husband figured out how to print it by photo, by taking screenshots.
I don't know why that happened, because I could just print it.
Yeah, it was my printer that said that the file was corrupted. It didn't say that on your computer, so I don't know, and I rebooted that, and that.
Yeah, excellent. Let people know that we're going to start very soon. I fixed it. Well, I didn't fix, we're still seeing my beautiful screen.
Yes. This is really a smart. I expected at least a few more people.
Yeah, I know it's not 4 o'clock yet.
Have you been having a nice weekend?
Pardon?
Have you been having a nice weekend?
Yes, thank you. You're familiar with the Chabad movement?
Mm-hmm.
And Columbia, Rabbi Hillel Barron started it. And he's got a son and 3 son-in-laws who have satellite Chabad. So I was at one of them this morning at 11, read the 10 commandments from the Torah. And then we had cheesecake and blitzes. Yeah, he promised ice cream. I said, did I miss out on the ice cream? No, it melted. They must not have had a way to keep it frozen or something, or forgot that.
Yeah. It's a gorgeous day.
Yesterday, our neighborhood had a neighborhood rummage sale or garden yard sale or something. So people had stuff out in their driveways. We had no success at all. We just had 3 pictures. Some of them sold. You live in a single family residence or?
Yeah. In DC, but I can walk to a few blocks from Maryland, near Tacoma Park.
Tacoma Park?
Tacoma Park.
Tacoma Park.
Yeah. So our neighborhood is known as Tacoma, DC. My husband works at the University of Maryland, College Park, so he's a professor there. So we moved to that neighborhood when we moved to DC in 2002, 20 years for his job, and we have been there ever since. And now we're moving out of our house temporarily because we're about to do a renovation to the downstairs.
Oh.
So I've been very busy packing and getting ready for that. I have to put everything away.
You're looking forward to the end game when it's done in 6 months or more? Or?
Hopefully 3 months. They're saying 3 months. I mean, these things generally take longer, but
Yeah.
hopefully, because we're staying at friends and they're gone for 3 months.
Oh.
Hopefully it's not longer because I don't know where we're going to.
Well, that's a nice reason to do it. You're able to do that.
Yeah, it works out really nicely.
There we go. That's what I had to do.
Oh, wow.
I know, I'm very nice.
You should be.
Going to the bathroom is very helpful. Everybody's in.
What did you do?
I duplicated the display on the computer at home.
Okay.
All good. Okay. Going to YouTube now. Yes. Going to YouTube, everything's good. Water.
But then when you move, like within days,
It's okay. I figured out how to do it all.
or you move within days of now, that's why.
No, work starts on the 20th.
Oh,
So, yeah. So we're moving out about the 17th.
we still have access to go back if you forgot something or?
Yes. But. No way, all the dust is gonna be.
Oh, yeah,
If I had to find something, but
you do it at night.
Let me invite.
Is it a significantly different commute for your husband and Maryland? Like distance wise?
he really doesn't go in,
Oh,
not these days. He works from home, almost exclusively, rarely, you know. He only teaches in the fall semester. But he's always working, but he's generally meeting with people online. Occasionally he'll go in for a meeting, but almost every day he's working.
Please, take a seat, take a look. We're a small crowd, and I'm imagining that there are many people on YouTube, and therefore we have a minion.
Well, at least women are counted in this minion, that's right.
Really, so, and people might come late, we'll see, I'm optimistic. But somewhere, it actually is Shavuot, which is amazing.
I know.
And I only went to 2 in the morning last night, I think it's, so in terms of study, didn't make it to 6 in the morning. That's what happens when I'm not teaching at 5 a.m. Right?
I remember that. I set my alarm to be up when you presented.
Yeah.
Did they even contemplate that this year?
In Baltimore, they did it live with streaming for all the Baltimore congregations, but I wasn't sure that everybody would travel up to Baltimore. But we didn't get invited either.
No.
So anyway, so this is good. We're doing some study this afternoon. I know there'll be some people online. I know there'll be people on YouTube, which is great. Our Shavuot Yiskor service starts in the festival and weekday prayer book on page 178. It's an afternoon service, so we start with Ashrei.
Ashrei beitecha, ol yalelucha sela.
Ashrei ha'am shekachalo, Ashrei ha'am shadanayo.
Tila l'David, aromincha Elohai hamelech. Baruch Shemcha le'olam va'ed.
Behold, Babashim ha'eolam ha'oleh.
Gadol ha'olam me'od, v'limudu ha'torah.
Today Shabbat Selah, Ufatecha Yamitu,
Adai v'odech, v'divrei Asira.
Bezuznotecha Yomenu, Uturatcha Asaprena,
Zecher al Tuvcha yaviu, וצדקה תדך ירננו.
Hanun v'rachum ערב כפיים וכתוב חסד.
טוב אדוני לכל, ורחמיו כל מעשיו.
ידוך אדוני כל מעשיך, וחסידיך יברכוך.
כבוד מלכותך יאמרו, וגבורתך ידברו.
לא תהיה לפני אדם גבורתה, וכבוד אדם מלכותו.
מלכותך מלכות כל עולמים, וממשלתך בכל דור ודור.
סומך אדוני לכל אנוכי, זוקף לכל החופים.
נכון אליך יסבנו ברו, ואתה נותן להם עדות למיתו.
פותח את ידיך, ומזיע לכל חלצו.
צדיק אדוני בכל יראך, וחסיד בכל מעשיו.
קרוב אדוני לכל כוחם, לכל אשר יבואו באמת.
רצון רעם יעשה, ושבתם ישמע ויושיעם.
שומר אדוני את כל חכם, וכל רשעים ישיב.
תהילה אדוני רבתי, ויברך כל בשר שם קודשו לעולם ועד.
ואנחנו נדבר You are page 187.
יתברך וישתבח, ויפאר ויתנשא,
Just realized in setting up all the technology, I did not put on my kippah, I did not put on my talit, so excuse me while I do that. This is what happens when technology makes the best of us, right? Oh,
We have to start over.
no. Not at all.
What made you think of it?
Not at all, but we haven't got to the Amida, I mean, kind of prayer. I was so concerned about getting everything up and running that,
How did it come to your mind?
it came to my mind because I was like, I'm praying, there's something that doesn't feel right. There's something that doesn't feel right.
You're undressed.
Exactly. So give me a moment as I just meditate on my tongue. Feel like I've walked into service. Page 205, we are in the weekday and festival season. Oh God, you are as near as the very air we breathe, yet farther than the farthest star. We yearn to reach you, we seek the light and warmth of your presence. Though we say you are near, we are lonely and alone. Let our desire be so strong that it will tear the veil that keeps you from our sight. Let your light release our darkness, reveal the glory and joy of your presence. We rise for tefillah on page 204. Just a reminder that if you're not leading prayer or speaking, we ask you to mask. That's better than policy. Page 204, the Amiga.
Eternal
Page 209, we read responsibly at the top. Your might, O God, renews the earth with dewdrops of light and blessing. Let the earth be illumined and blessed.
With the dewdrops and light, let the earth rejoice.
Sing out. With dewdrops of light and well-being, let the earth be revived and improved. With dewdrops of protection, let the earth be redeemed. V'bracha v'lo lekala, l'chayim v'lo lamavet, l'sova v'lo l'rason, together for blessing and not for curse, for loving and not for abundance. A Kedusha is on page 212.
Nekadesh et Shimcha ba'olam, כשם שמרגישים אותו ונשמרו, ככתוב היד בגרך, וכרסים ברמה. קדוש, 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 אדוני צבאות.
ונצח נצחים קדושתך נקיש, ושבחך אלוהינו מפינו לא יבוש, Please be seated. We are on page 214, page 214. You have chosen us in love and favor by making us holy through your mitzvot and drawing us close to your service, that through us your great and holy name may become known in all the earth. Your love, Adonai, our God, you have given us feasts of gladness and seasons of joy, this festival of Shavuot, season of our receiving Torah, to unite in worship and recall the Exodus from Egypt. Page 216. Eloheinu Elohei Avotenu v'imotenu, Ya'aleh v'yavo v'zacher zichronenu, v'zichron kol avcha et Yisrael nefanecha, לטובה לכם ולחסד ולרחמים ולחיים ושלום ליום חג השבועות הזה. Let's read together in the English. Our God and God of our ancestors, be mindful of the people of Israel and recall their good grace and in loving kindness, compassion, the life and peace of this festival of Shavuot. Zochreinu Adonai Eloheinu bo letovah, let's say Amen. Ufokteinu bo livracha, Amen. V'hoshi'enu bo l'chayim, Amen. This day remember us for well-being, Amen. This day bless us with your nearness, Amen. This day help us to a fuller life, Amen. Page 220. Ritzei Adonai Eloheinu v'yamcha Yisrael, u'tfilatam v'ahava tekabel, u'tihi l'ratzon tamid avodat Yisrael amecha, el karov lechorav, v'nei alabatecha v'chonenu, shepot ruchacha aleinu, v'techezena enenu v'shuvcha l'tzion v'rachamim, baruch ata Adonai, I am so thankful that we have 6 people here and that we have Beth and myself at the front. And I know we have more on YouTube. I'm pretty sure now that we have a minion. Modim anachnu lach, what is it that you are thankful for?
I'm glad that you were here to pray with us.
We are thankful to be here to pray with you as well. And what's wonderful about this owl is it's going to pick you up, so I don't have to repeat it. That's awesome. Yes.
I found the way.
You did. You found your way to room 400.
Now I have lots getting through Columbia, which I always do.
Oh, wow.
It's been a while since I came.
So isn't it always good when we find our direction, Modim anachnu lach? I am thankful for new technology, and this new technology, people will be able to see everybody in the room. They'll be able to focus on Beth and myself. And then when we teach after this, I hope those that are praying with us will come on to the Zoom after this to teach. We'll be able to see everybody participate on the screen, and we'll be able to talk to everybody back and forth, which is awesome, right? So I am thankful for new technology, and I'm thankful for this moment of memory, Modim anachnu lach. Page 222. Baruch atah Adonai, atov shimcha ulacha na'eh lehodot. Page 225, we read responsibly. You have called us to peace, for you are peace. Where there are ignorance and superstition,
let there be enlightenment now.
where there are prejudice and hatred,
Let there be acceptance and love.
where there are fear and suspicion,
Let there be confidence.
where there are tyranny and oppression,
Let there be freedom and justice.
where there are poverty and disease,
Let there be prosperity and health.
where there are strife and discord.
Let there be harmony and peace.
Baruch atah Adonai, hamevarech et amo Yisrael Hashem. We pray silently and then we'll continue on page 228. Yeah. From afternoon service to our Yiskor service on page 310, 310. Adonai, what are we that you have regard for us? What are we that you are mindful of us? We are like a breath. Our days are a passing shadow. We come and go like grass, which in the morning shoots up renewed, and in the evening fades and withers. You cause us to revert to dust, saying, "Return, O mortal creatures." Would that we were wise, that we understood where we are going. For when we die, we carry nothing away. Our glory does not accompany us. Mark the wholehearted and behold the upright. They shall have peace. Adonai, you redeem the soul of your servants, and none who trust in you shall be desolate. Page 312, Psalm 23.
Adonai Roi lo exalt, Bimut Sheyabisei, Al-Meluhot, Al-Meluhot, Yedom Ashir Shovim Shovim Yalchei B'Magen Nefsei
Let's read the translation together. A Psalm of David. Adonai is my shepherd, I lack nothing. God makes me lie down in green pastures. God makes me to walk in places of repose. God makes my life. God guides me in right paths that lead to me. Though I walk through the deepest darkness, I fear no harm, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You spread a table for me, all your my enemies. My drink is abundant. Only goodness and steadfast love shall pursue me all the days of my life. And I shall dwell in the house of Adonai all the days of all his futures. Esa enai el heharim me'ayin yavrosvi. Mekim Adonai Ose Shamayim Haaretz. We read the English on page 313 together. I turn my eyes to mountains, from where my help come. My help comes from Adonai, maker of heaven. God will not let your foot give way. Your guardian will not slumber. Seek God and be still, neither slumbers nor sleeps. Adonai is your guardian. Adonai is your protection at your right hand. By day the sun will not strike you, nor you by night. Adonai will guard you from all harm. God will guard your life. Adonai will guard your going and coming, now and forever. Page 315. L'chol ish yesh shem. Each person has a name. We each have a name given by God and given by our father and our mother. We each have a name given by our stature and smile and given by our attire. We each have a name given by the hills and given by the walls. We each have a name given by the stars and given by our friends. We each have a name given by our sins and given by our yearnings. We each have a name given by our enemies and given by love. We each have a name given by celebrations and given by our work. And we each have a name given by the seasons and given by our blindness. We each have a name given by the sea and given by our death. In our tradition, we don't bring flowers, but we bring stones to a gravesite. Indeed, that's what Jacob did for Rachel when he created a metzabeh, a monument. As we read in Torah, over her grave, Jacob set up a pillar, and it's the pillar on Rachel's grave until this day. Many of us no longer live near the cemeteries where our parents, our aunts, our uncles, our grandparents are buried. And we lack the opportunity to place a stone in remembrance of those who brought us into the world or nurture us. Some of us have siblings and some of us have children who have preceded us in death, whose absence is hard to bear. Being far from those graves can be especially painful. Even when we live near the graves of those whom we've lost, we're not at those graves right now, today, as we recite those Yiskor prayers in their memory. But we're going to take a stone and use it as a focus for our remembrance. We begin with the Yiskor list of those who passed away from last Shavuot to this Shavuot. David Lubitz, son of our founding members, Ruth and Saul Lubitz. Elaine Lobby, congregant. Julie Pruchett, brother of Jackie Schulig. Stephen Joss, husband of Kathy Joss. Donna Goodman, wife of Robert Goodman. Norman Beyer, husband of Ellie Beyer. Judith Grimberg, sister of Madeline Schlissel. Sandy Richards, sister of Masha Bernstein, sister-in-law of our Rabbi Emeritus Seth Bernstein. Eileen Voss, mother of Susan Peck. Jean Ann Shopert, sister of Bob Hurwitz. Stephen Markowitz, brother of Bob Markowitz. my friend, Alex Lazich. Robert Samuels, son of George Samuels. Jerry Hantman, husband of Irene Goldstein Hantman. Elaine Bormel, sister of Larry Bormel. Our congregant, Beth Diamond. If you have a name you would like to share and remember, I invite you to come forward and to lay a stone and say that name out loud.
Wasn't George Rothstein a member of the synagogue who passed away last year?
He's not on the list of Shavuot, this Shavuot's last Shavuot, he may have died before.
I don't remember when he passed, but he did pass not too long ago.
Thank you for sharing.
One more thing, Joey there, Brady.
My parents, Alan and Polo, my grandfather and grandmother, Matt and Sarah Bergen. My good friend Paul Polinski, another good friend, and my name is the partner, Cal.
I think they're around here. A lot of, phone as well.
My dear friend, Calvin. My dear friend, George Rose. My father-in-law, Julius Broida. My father-in-law, Helen Broida. My mother, Edward Whiting. My father, Ed Whiting. And for all my aunts and uncles and cousins. We have sister-in-law. And my brother, just one. My mother and father, Jack, Francis Mandel. For all my aunts and uncles. My dear friend, Mary Ann. My other dear friend, Lord Ellen. Unfortunately, many dear friends.
My father, Barry Rivens. Husband, Nate Goldfarb. My sister-in-law's mother, Terry Solomon.
Shavuot Yiskor, page 316, 316. Zichronam Livracha, may their memories be a blessing. We rise for Omalei Raphaim, page 318. You remain standing and continue with Aleinu, page 322. We continue on page 327. Please be seated. One nine. Let's read this beautiful reading responsibly together. In the rising of the sun and in its going down, we remember them.
In the blowing of the wind and chill of the winter, we remember them.
In the opening of buds and the rebirth of spring, we remember them.
In the blueness of the sky and the warmth of the sun, we remember them.
The rustling of the leaves and in the beauty of autumn, we remember them.
In the beginning of the year and when it ends, we remember them.
When we are weary and in need of strength, we remember them.
When we are lost and sick at heart, we remember them.
When we have joys we yearn to share, we remember them.
So long as they live, we need to live. When they are now, we remember them.
Kaddish, Yatom, Kaddish B'Mornah, page 334. Please rise. Yitgadal, Yitgadash, Yitgadash, Yalma, Yirach, Yirati, Yirati, Rachayach, Yom Yaakov, Chayet, Chol, Beit Yisrael, Source of peace, grant peace to everybody here in the room who mourns and to all who are online who also mourn. And may they always be in our hearts and our memories for a blessing. And we say, Amen. Please be seated. Our final song is not in the prayer book. It is a beautiful song, Nachamu. It is based on the beautiful lines from Isaiah, from actually second Isaiah, where Isaiah calls out, comfort ye, my people, referring to Israel's loss of the land and Israel in exile, and explains that they're going to come back. And indeed, when we lose someone, there's a little bit of us that goes into exile, and we yearn for that fullness. Nachamu, comfort us.
Nachamu, Nachamu, Ani Yomar Elohechem. Nachamu, Nachamu, Ani Yomar Elohechem. You join me on that melody. Nachamu. Ani Yomar Elohechem. Same words. Ani Yomar Elohechem. Comfort us, comfort us in our wilderness. Comfort us as we struggle to take care of one another. Comfort us in our wilderness. Comfort us as we struggle with this world. Nachamu, Nachamu, Nachamu. Ani Yomar Elohechem. Nachamu, Ani Yomar Elohechem. Comfort us in our wilderness. Comfort us as we struggle to take care of one another. Comfort us in our wilderness. Comfort us as we struggle with this world. Nachamu, Ani Yomar Elohechem. Nachamu, Ani Yomar Elohechem.
Service has brought comfort. A few announcements. Of course, following this service in 15 minutes, we will be doing adult education. For those of you in the room, there are 2 handouts on the table. For those of you at home, please print the handouts out because I won't be able to share them as I am teaching live. Our next service on Friday night is at our new start time of 7:30 p.m. And it will be our sisterhood service. Our sisterhood will be helping lead that service and planning that service. It's always an exciting time. And then as we move into summer, we only have one service in July and one service in August. So that's just a few of the things going on here. Anything else that anyone wants to add? No? So Hag Sameach to everybody here, Hag Sameach to all of those online. We will be transitioning to a live Zoom so we can interact. So I hope to see more people online very soon. Hag Sameach.
Grandma?
Yes.